All right, you guys, I'm about to show you how to get your nasty old utensils nice and clean. So if you're interested in seeing that, stay tuned. What's up, you guys? It's Erica Kroopin with Kroopin's Poopin Scoopin. Welcome back to my channel. If you are interested in learning how to run, manage, and grow a poop scooping business, this is the place to be. All right, you guys, so this is a follow-up video to the video that I posted about like point of view, me scooping, just kind of like a scoop with me type deal. I got a lot of questions and comments and recommendations on different ways to clean the utensils. This is a question that I actually get quite often. All right, so you have your rake, you're scooping your dog poop and it's dirty, and you also have your bucket. You should have your bucket lined, so theoretically you shouldn't get poop on the bottom of it, but sometimes it does happen. Okay. All right, so you have your 256 cleaner. This cleaner will have the directions on how to dilute it, so make sure you follow the directions. You can use this. I suggest when you can afford it, get you some 256 cleaner. If you're just starting out and you can't afford the 256, get you some bleach. You can find the concentrations online of how to dilute out the bleach. In this spray bottle, I have my 256 cleaner, and then I also have wipes. So this is the method that I'm using right now, and I started doing this about 3 months ago. So I got a dirty rake, I spray it a couple times. If it's poopy, if it's not poopy, I just spray it. But if it is poopy, then I get my little wipes out. Depending on how poopy it is will depend if I'm going to wear gloves or not. So I just go like that, wipe it off. A little nasty, nice and poopy. Boom, it's good to go. That's the way I'm using right now. It's not bad. It's okay, it gets the job done. The reason why I started using this method is because I was using the bucket method before, and the problem with the bucket method for me was at the end of the day, where do I dump the water out at? Do I dump it out in front of my house like I had been? Do I find a car wash and dump it into their drain? That's one thing I did not like, was where do I dump the poopy water afterwards? That was my biggest problem with that, which I'm drawing a blank right now because I'm on camera, but one of the subscribers suggested a 5-gallon bucket. I never thought about using a 5-gallon bucket, which is pretty epic. You just fill it up with some water, you put your bleach concentration in there. After you're done scooping, you can go ahead and just slosh your rake around in there. Boom, boom, boom. So this is a wonderful option, and you can have this in the back of your truck. You could strap it down, do whatever you got to do to make it secure so it's not sloshing around back and forth. But one thing I do want to suggest with both of these options, do not get on the freeway with these, like on the expressway where you're going over 50 miles an hour and you're going very fast, because that's the problem that I had. Is I hopped on the expressway with this bucket and the water had shot out and my bucket went flying. That could have been really bad for me, but luckily nobody was hurt. Okay, luckily nobody was hurt. This is a Home Depot bucket. The reason why I like having the big one is you can clean your rake, obviously, right? You can let it just kind of chill in there. You can kind of just let it do its thing. But say for instance, your bucket, right, gets poop on the bottom of it, or you get poop on the inside, you can dip your bucket down inside of here. So now you're sanitizing your bucket and you have room. And you can slide your rake in there, so both of them are getting sanitized at the same time. That's what I really like about this bucket. And the other thing that I really like about having the bucket option, say for instance you're wearing your rain boots and you step in some dog poop and you get your boot all poopy, you can put your boot down in there and you can slosh it around. Now make sure that they're waterproof because they will get soggy if they're not, but you can slosh it around in there and you can get that poop off the bottom of it. I like to have a rock or something in the bucket that's heavy that will actually keep it weighed down. You can also tie it down, but you guys got to understand, if you're tying it down and you're having to untie it to dump it, that's all extra time that you're taking in the morning or in the evening. So it's one of those things where it's like, which one works best for you? Which one do you want to do? Yeah, spraying it and wiping it down takes a little bit of extra time each time I'm wiping it down, but at least I know that it's taken care of right then and there. I know that I'm not going to have to figure out where I'm going to dump my water. Or in the winter time, sometimes it will start to freeze while you're out and about scooping, and that's something that you definitely don't want to do. You don't want to leave your rake inside of one of these buckets overnight, because it will freeze in there and then you can't use the bucket and you can't use the rake. Trust me, I've done that from personal experience. Learn from me. Don't leave it in overnight. I think any of these are really good options. It just depends on what vehicle you're using, right? Obviously, if you're using a car, using one of these big buckets probably isn't going to be the best idea. And another way that I've seen to sanitize your equipment, which I don't have here, it's like it's got a gallon. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. It's got like a tank, and it's got like a pump to it, so you pump, and you can like spray it, and it comes out pretty quick because the pressure builds up. You can also use that to spray down your equipment. I haven't used it. One of the other scoopers that don't scoop too far from me, she loves it and she uses it. I haven't found the need for it right now, because one of these 3 options work perfectly fine for me. All right, you guys, I hope you liked this video. I hope this was value. Let me wrap this up by saying you can either do a spray bottle method. You could use a 5-gallon bucket, painter's bucket from Home Depot, where you can go ahead and you can just dump your little rake into, or you can use the larger tote that I showed you, the black tote, where you're able to dump your rake and your bucket into, so you have more space for cleaning your utensils. I just wanted to make this a point. It doesn't matter how you guys are cleaning your equipment. Just make sure that you are cleaning your equipment in between each house. It's very important for the safety of the dogs and for your business, because the last thing you want is for somebody to get sick because of you and because of neglect. All right? Stay safe, stay clean, and get that money. And I hope you guys liked this video. If you liked it, smash that thumbs up. If you didn't like it, well, you know, there's a button for that as well. If you guys have not subscribed yet, come on now. What are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. And until next time, bye.